إخواني في الله بارك الله فيكم. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aid you all in your studies. We have taken a way into the book. We're on our way. Na'am. Fasbiru. Fasbiru. You all remain patient and diligent. Na'am. Don't lack and don't become overconfident where you think like you don't have to go, you don't have to study, you don't have to come to class, you don't have to. Stay diligent and Allah make it easy. I sent out the PowerPoint. You get the PowerPoint of the Surah. Okay, I sent out the PowerPoint. I did the reading to it. So everybody's going to read 2 sentences. Oh, matter of fact, we said we're going to start from the previous page, right? We're going to start from page 40. Yep. Yep. We're going to start from page 40. Y'all with us? Now, because page 40 is really, it says Jumal Mufida, but that should be Iqra Wafham. You understand, Ya Noor? It'll be more appropriate if that was Iqra Wafham. Because that's what you do. You're reading and you're understanding the point of the class. Okay? Let's look at the point of the class. Okay? Let's look at the point of this lesson. It says K wal fi'l. K and the fi'l. Both of them. K and the fi'l. You awwal masdaran. They both change to a masdar. But that masdar is what? Majruran. Why? Because K has ta'leel with it. Whether it's mentioned or not mentioned, it has lam ta'leel. And before we did K, we did lam ta'leel. In sequence, when your teaching is of extreme importance, because one thing is connected to the other. And I really like, when I'm teaching Arabic, to teach things in comparison. If you teach masculine, feminine is right there. When you teach indefinite, indefinite is right there. When you teach in singular, plural is right there in the dual. Now, it's very important. So now we have something to build from. We already know lam K. We already know ta'leel. So when you have lam K, when you have K, this gives that the opportunity to change it to a masdar. But that lam al-ta'leel that enters on the verb is going to remain, but it's going to be half a jar. It's going to be half a jar. But it still conveys ta'leel. It still conveys explaining the reason why. Right. The lam that's on the verb, likay taf'al, likay tamshi, likay yafham. No, it's still going to be there. After we change it to the masdar, that lam is going to remain. Because it's still ta'leel. Still ta'leel. Okay. That's good. Anybody have a question, please ask. Okay, we're going to go straight to work. We're going to go straight to work. May Allah make it easy. Everybody's going to read 2 sentences. Actually, one group. But you're going to read 2 sentences. You're going to read it, the verb, and you're going to read the masdar. Hey, you got the microphone?
No. PowerPoint?
No. Page 40 first.
40.
First, we're going to do page 40.
No.
We're on page 40 because it's the same exercise. And y'all didn't read this yesterday. Okay? We're on page number 40.
اشتغلت في الليل لكي أجمع المال للحج. اشتغلت في الليل لجمع المال للحج.
Put it together. Don't say لجمع المال. لجمع المال.
لجمع المال للحج.
Again, read the second sentence.
اشتغلت في الليل لجمع المال للحج.
How we doing online? Yeah, Muslim, do you understand this? The first one was what? It was lam al-K and the fi'l. The first one was lam al-K and the fi'l. Now we changed K and the fi'l to the masdar. K ajma asbal jama'. But that lam is still there because we're still explaining the reason why. Na'am. Li jam' al-mal. And that lam is conveying the ta'leel. عندك غالب.
جاء العمال من الورشة لكي يزوروني. جاء العمال من الورشة لزيارتي.
This is just, listen, when this thing strikes your mind, the master, the fi'l, the master, the fi'l, the master. That's what you call the learning process. Like, why? I just want you to absorb it. That's it. I want to do the homework for you. But that's how the learning process comes in when it's in abundance and you're going, fi'l, the master, fi'l, the master, fi'l, the master. Your brain is going to start clicking on. I don't want you to sit down, figure out what's the mustard and go. That's not the point. The point is that your brain is absorbing both of them. Now,
ما معنى ورش؟
Warsha is a workshop, a factory. It's a place where ummal are at. Ummal, they're workers in a workshop. Now, Warsha. Now, type number 3 is on you.
Me?
Yeah, it's really number 3, but it says number 5, but it's really 3.
Okay.
Right.
نعم. لا تنسوا
لن تنسوا لا تنسوا
ساو
ساو ليس سو ساو
لا أن تنسوا
لا تنسوا
لا تنسوا أنكم جئتم إلى هذه المركز
هذا المركز
لهذا المركز ليدرسوا اللغة العربية.
كان بيدرسوا
تدرسوا نعم.
لكي تدرسوا. Okay,
لكي
again.
تدرسوا اللغة العربية.
Nice and smoothly. Again, same sentence.
لا تنسوا.
No, don't say لا تنسوا. It's لا تنسوا. لا تنسوا. لا, like this is a commandment. Don't you forget. لا
تنسوا أنكم جئتم إلى هذه المركز.
إلى هذا المركز.
هذا مركز لكي تدرسوا اللغة العربية.
طيب switch it.
لا تنسوا. لا تنسوا أنكم جئتم إلى هذا المركز لدراسة اللغة العربية.
Okay, nice and smooth.
لا تنسوا أن تنسوا أنكم جئتم إلى هذا المركز.
Okay, listen. This harf jar and what come out of it has to be together. إلى هذا المركز. Like we have مضاف إليه, and we're going to study. We have الظروف فوق البيت تحت الوسادة. نعم. And we have jar مجرور. The jar has to be connected to the مجرور. إلى هذا المركز. The jar is the إلى half jar, and the مجرور is هذا والمركز has to be connected. نعم. إلى هذا المركز. So you want to say لا تنسوا, that's together. أنكم جئتم, that's together. إلى هذا المركز, that's together. لدراسة اللغة العربية.
لا تنسى أنكم جئتم إلى هذا المركز لدراسة اللغة العربية.
دراسة اللغة العربية. So this time it's going to get a kasra.
اللغة العربية.
I just want you just to be familiar with that because it's mudaf ilayh and you know that. So we're not going to overlook that. Why? What's it called? Majroor and the i'rab. We're not going to get there, but these are just basics that you know it's a kasra. You know that's a kasra confidently because it's mudaf ilayh, and mudaf ilayh, guess what? It gets a kasra. Okay, and the ya muslih.
إن الله أمرنا أن نترك جميع المعاصي لكي نسلم من ضررها.
Okay, the Mudarris he's a picky, critical type person. The teacher, he's not like one of them. You have to stop and go. You can't go in Allah amarana and natruka jami'a al ma'asi likay naslam min darariha. No, has to be part by part by part. Emphatic. Inna Allah amarana an natruka jami' al ma'asi likay naslam min darariha. It's like it has to have some type of meaning and form, some type of way that is expressed. It's not just a bunch of words. It's not 8 words. It's not 9 words. No, it's a sentence, not 9 words. It's a sentence, and it's built with what? Phrases. We're not gonna look at words no more. No more looking at words. Phrase by phrase by phrase. إن الله أمرنا أن نترك جميع المعاصي. That's going to be together. Why? Because it's مضاف مضاف إليه. It's one thing. لكي نسلم من ضررها. Again يا مصلح.
إن الله أمرنا أن نترك جميع المعاصي لكي نسلم من ضررها.
Get used. Listen, when you get used to reading like that, you're going to speak like that. If you keep reading like breaking it up like that piece by piece, that's how you're going to speak. And you don't want to speak like that when you talk to the people. You understand what I'm saying? No, you don't want to get chopped up like that. You want to bam, 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 rap. And there's something coming out of quick, someone out of that like that. You don't want it to be chopped up. Next sentence, yeah, Muslih, Allah yabarik fik.
إن الله أمرنا بترك جميع المعاصي.
Again, say that part again. That's all mudaf mudaf ilayh. بترك جميع المعاصي. Keep that together. Yeah, no, do you see that? That's a phrase. That's things together. Again, بترك
جميع المعاصي للسلامة من ضررها.
That's very good. How are we doing online? We read these sentences yesterday, but now you have to read it. You understand it, right? But now we want to read it. No stuttering is our goal. That's like a limit we set. That's a limit we set and we strive for. No stuttering. How are we doing online? Everything is good. Tayyib ya Isa. We're moving on, but now we're on the PowerPoint. Now we're on the PowerPoint. Page 41. Went straight down to page 41. I think we have to gather these PowerPoints up and put it on the web, on YouTube. Like a playlist just for the PowerPoints. Telegram doesn't have this type of playlist, but we'll figure it out.
ذهبت إلى المسجد مبكرا لكي أحضر الدرس من
بدايته. Okay, say that. I'll say that again. Y'all say masjid. It's not jet. It's masjidi. Masjid. Not kasra. Al masjid. Not masjid. Masjid. Masjid.
ذهبت إلى المسجد مبكرا لكي أحضر الدرس من بدايته.
نعم. ثم K, it makes it منصوبا. أحضر. Okay, again, start from لكي أحضر الدرس من بدايته.
لكي أحضر الدرس من بدايته.
Type next sentence.
ذهبت إلى المسجد مبكرا لحضور الدرس.
Okay, let's keep it together. That's all مضاف إليه.
ذهبت إلى المسجد مبكرا لحضور الدرس من بدايته.
Bidaya is the beginning and Nihaya is the end. Who has a book called Al-Bidaya wa Nihaya? What is the book about? Al-Bidaya wa Nihaya. What is it about? History of Islam. So the year that he's in. No. History of Islam. Al-Bidaya wa Nihaya. The beginning to the end. No. عندك يا نور.
أتت رقية
again أتت
رقية بكتابها لكي تقرأه على الحافلة.
Okay, start from لكي تقرأه.
لكي تقرأه على الحافلة. على الحافلة.
Okay, say one more time. لكي تقرأه على الحافلة.
لكي تقرأه على الحافلة.
Okay, the next one.
أتت رقية بكتابها لقراءته على الحافلة.
Tap again. لقراءته على الحافلة.
لقراءته على الحافلة.
طيب عندك يا معاذ.
جهزنا هاويات.
حلويات. There's a سكون on that lamb. حلويات.
جهزنا حلويات.
حلويات. Making the mud good.
حلويات لكي نبيعها في السوق.
لكي نبيعها في السوق. نعم.
Do the next one.
نعم. Continue.
جهزنا حلويات لبيعها في السوق.
لبيعها في السوق. How we doing online? How we doing online? How we doing online? Is everything clear? Is the meaning clear and how to change likay and the fi'l to the masdar? And the lamb is going to remain. The lamb of ta'lil is going to be jar now. طيب يا عبد الصبور.
سافرنا إلى مصر لكي ندرس تلاوة القرآن.
طيب.
سافرنا إلى مصر لدرس تلاوة القرآن. سافرنا إلى مصر لدرس تلاوة القرآن. لدراسة. سافرنا إلى مصر لدراسة تلاوة القرآن.
للدراسة والقراءة والكتابة. They're the same masdar. قرأ قراءة. كتب كتابة. نعم. Well, now we have what? دراسة دراسة. وتلا تلاوة. تلاوة قراءة كتابة. والدراسة. They're on the same scale as the masdar. فعالة. فعالة. It's a kasra. Yes, say the second part again. سافرنا إلى مصر.
سافرنا إلى مصر.
Again.
سافرنا إلى مصر لدراسة تلاوة القرآن.
طيب. Read another one.
جمعنا الشباب من الحارة لكي ننصحهم.
Okay, but don't say لكي ننصحهم. لكي ننصحهم. لكي ننصحهم.
جمعنا الشباب من الحارة لكي ننصحهم.
Right. What does the hara mean? Neighborhood. Al-hara is the neighborhood.
جمعنا الشباب من الحارة لنصحهم.
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 طيب عندك يا معاذ. Go back to you.
توضأنا لكي نصلي. لكي نصلي.
It's a kasra. It's a kasra. It's a kasra on the lamb. It's a kasra.
لكي نصلي.
نصلي. It's a kasra. نصلي.
نصلي.
Right. When it's under the shadda, it's a kasra. When it's over the shadda, it's a fatha.
Oh, got you. Okay. لكي نصلي.
لكي نصلي.
نصلي.
نصلي. What does that mean? توضأنا لكي نصلي. معاذ. توضأنا.
I don't know.
عندك يا نور.
We made wudu.
So we can pray. We made wudu in order to pray. نصلي. Okay, read the second one.
توضأنا.
توضأ. أنا توضأت. هل توضأت أنت؟ توضأ. It means to make wudu. توضأ.
توضأنا للصلاة.
للصلاة. نعم. عندك يا نور. How we doing online? How we doing online? Listen up, listen up. I'm going to say it over and over. This takes time. It takes time, but you have to read in class. I can't just come and just go through the book and you don't read, because in class you're going to improve. You're going to improve. You're going to improve because you're compelled and pushed to perform. That's the way that you learn. That's the way that you learn. And the know.
تسحرنا
Take your time. Tasaharna.
تسحرنا
Right. Let me hear that raw. Tasaharna.
تسحرنا
Good, good. Make that a fatha before the ra. Tasaha. Tasaharna. Make everything in its place. Everything in its time. Don't gather two things together. Don't put it together. Keep everything apart. Tasaharna.
تسحرنا لكي نصوم
Nasuma.
نصوم.
Okay, now we're making a sentence. Tasaharna leki nasun. We ate sahur so we can fast. It's a sentence. That's life. That's life. Again.
تسحرنا لكي نصوم.
Right, leki nasum. Don't separate between K and the fi'l. لكي نفعل, لكي يفهم, ليتعلم. Don't separate between lam, a ta'lil, and the fi'l. Don't separate between them two. So they're mutalazim. They stick together. Like if you have somebody say likay, don't you know he's going to come with a fi'l mudari after it? Could he come with like a masdar? No. Can he come with a fi'l madi? No. It's the only thing it has to be fi'l mudari. Like you're listening to him. So when you hear likay, you're like, he has to say a verb. You know. No, you anticipate. طيب عندك يا finish the sentence.
تسحرنا للصيام.
Again, تسحرنا للصيام.
تسحرنا للصيام.
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 نعم.
للصيام.
عندك يا عيسى.
جئنا إلى المطار لكي نستقيل. جئنا إلى المطار لكي نستقبل الضيوف.
نستقبل الضيوف. ما معنى هذا؟ جئنا إلى المطار لكي نستقبل الضيوف. Receive, to greet, to receive, to greet. That's very important, to receive them. So what do you say when you receive them? How you doing? It's good to see you. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome. I'm happy to see you. MashaAllah, how was the trip? How's the weather? How you feel? Let's go get something to eat. Don't say, do you want to eat? No, don't say, do you want to? Let's go get something to eat. I got you. Don't ask any questions. Do you want something to drink? Would you like some tea? I got you. Honestly, it's like you're receiving them. They're coming from a journey. No questions. Tayyib, again, read that, the first part again.
جئنا إلى المطار لكي نستقبل الضيوف.
لكي نستقبل الضيوف. You're going to meet them with bright faces. There's going to be some people you don't know there. You're going to give them like a warm salam, like you know him from Zaman, a long time. You're not going to give the brothers that you know, Bisman, the other brothers going to be like, Assalamu alaikum. No. Hayak, hayak Allah, kaif halik. You're going to hit him on the shoulder like that. Kaif halik, come here. What's going on? It's good to see you. May Allah reward you for coming in. You're going to be all dry. Assalamu alaikum, kaif halik. That was the truth. Nah. Tayyib, ya ikhwa. Tayyib, continue.
جئنا إلى المطار لاستقبال الضيوف.
Okay, nice and smooth. لاستقبال الضيوف. Istiqbal is the Mustafa, istaqbala, and I'm not sticking to what? Siga fa'ala in this book. No more siga fa'ala. We're going to mix it up. Because you need these words. Listiqbal الضيوف. And then when you start getting other words like istighfar, istighfar, like, all right, I recognize the scale now on your own. Then when you study it, you're going to say, in there did that. You're going to say, oh, I already know this. Tayyib. Again, nice and smoothly.
جئنا إلى المطار لاستقبال الضيوف.
Tayyib. Next, عندك يا مصلح.
هل تبقى في المسجد بعد الصلاة لكي تحفظ القرآن؟
Good.
هل تبقى في المسجد بعد الصلاة لحفظ القرآن؟
These meanings are understood. Everything is understood. Yeah. Harun. Tabqa, do you remain in the masjid after salat to memorize the Quran? Damn, you got the last one.
أحددنا السكاكين
Again, أحددنا
أحددنا السكاكين لكي نذبح الأضاحي
Okay, make it nice and clear. نذبح الأضاحي.
نذبح الأضاحي
Good.
أحددنا السكاكين.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a little stern here. Like here we have a dal with a fatha and a dal with a sukoon. They can't be the same. It can't be ahdadna. It has to be ahdadna, ahdadna, dadna, ahdadna. It's ahdadna, did. It's not da. It's da. It's not masjid, masjid. Not masjid, j. It's g, masjid. It's ahdadna, not deadna. That's going to make your diction a little, it's going to make you understood a little more. Ahdadna. In Quran, you call this what? Itmam al-harakat. That's the first thing you study in Tajweed. Itmam al-harakat. What does itmam mean? Min tamam. Al-yawm atmamtu lakum. Making it perfect, making it complete. Min tamam. Itmam al-harakat. Your fatha has to be ka. A fatha has to be ba. Can't be ba. Can't be ba. All your Quran, all your fathers ba, wata, wasa. It has to be ba, wata, wasa. You have to open your mouth. Your kasra can't be be, wase, wate. It has to be b, wati, wasi. And your dhamma can't be boo, wa-oo, wa-ju. It has to be boo, wasu, wa-you. Ah, now you're reading. And if not, you're going to say, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, main. It's main. It's my main. Nah, you can't do it like that. You have to have what's called itmam al-harakat. Brothers and sisters online, are you with us? Has to be complete harakat. And why is it called the harakat? Because you're moving something or you're not moving something. Why do they call it harakat? Why don't they call it nambat? It would be better. Why don't they call it maraweh, fans? Why don't they call it suyuf, swords? Why would they call it harakat? You gotta move your mouth. You with me? I know. They call it harakat. And they call it swords. And they call it vacuum cleaners. And they call it lights. And they call it suns, moons. They call it harakat. Why would the ulama do that? Why would they call it that? Why would they call it a fatha? Why didn't they name it something else like zujaj, glass? Why didn't they name it something else, Ya Nur? Because they're trying to tell us where the weakness is. They want to get over that weakness. It's like telling you, don't keep your mouth closed, open it up. That's what they're telling us. هو ممكن نسي عندنا درس وما هو داري. طيب عندك يا هارون أحددنا.
أحددنا السكاكين.
No, but now listen to this, Sheikh. When there's two muds in the thing, it can't be sakakin, and keen is long, and sakakin. You can't say yazuruni. It can't be yazuruni. Now, if it's two muds, they have to be the same. Sakakin. Keep that in mind. Muslims, you understand what I'm saying? When there's two muds in it, you say, what? Can't think of anything right now. But when there's two muds, they have to be both of them.
أحددنا السكاكين لذبح الأضاحي.
Again, لذبح. نعم صح. لذبح الأضاحي.
لذبح الأضاحي.
الأضاحي. طيب, we took a minute doing that, but it's all good. How are we doing online? Listen up. There's no other way out. We have to take that time and do the reading. Everybody has to read. That is absolutely necessary. Brace yourselves. That's how we have to do it. Everybody has to read. And we have to read these sentences. Now, we read it a little choppy today. We read this a little choppy today. So tomorrow, Barakallahu Fikum, let's go to the next page. This exercise here on page number 42, we're going to do the opposite. I'm going to do the homework for you. Okay? We're going to do the opposite, and I'm going to do the homework for you. Look at the first sentence. Look at the instructions first. We're going to take our time. Look at the instructions. It says, Uktub al-jumal al-atiya. Write the following sentence. Ma'a K mastariya wa nasban. With K mastariya wa nasban. Yeah, please, Abdul Sabah, let them know that we have a class.
Bismillah.
We're all the way over here. They don't see us.
Bismillah. Bismillah.
Tayyib ya ikhwa. This one, it says, write it with K mastariya. I know. Write it with K mastariya. Write the sentence with K mastariya. If you look at the sentence, there's no K mastariya. Right, because now it's the masdar and the lam. Now you have to switch it to K mastariya, meaning you're going to write it with the fi'l. That's why it says, write it with K mastariya wa nasbin bil fi'l mudari. But I think, you know what I think? In all honesty, I should have said, write it BK mastariya wa nasban ma'al fi'l mudari. I don't like ma'ak mastariya bil fi'l mudari. I like BK mastariya ma'al fi'l mudari. You see the difference what I'm saying? Yeah, do you see the difference what I'm saying? I wrote, write it ma'ak, and at the end bil fi'l. But I should have wrote BK ma'al fi'l. I just feel that way. That's just the way that I feel that I should have said it. Write it BK ma'al fi'l. Not writing ma'al K bil fi'l. Like when you write it B, you're going to write it with it, and additionally, it's going to have the fi'l mudari with it. But it's still the same thing. But I'm going to change it. So let's look at this first example. I'm going to do the homework here. I just want you all to see what we're going to be doing. It says, أجلس في المسجد بعد الفجر لمراجعة القرآن. أجلس في المسجد بعد الفجر لمراجعة القرآن. I sit in the masjid after Fajr to review Quran. So now we have to change that li to likay. And we have to change muraja'a to the fi'l mudari. When the beginning of the sentence says ajlisu ana, then we have to make that fi'l mudari ana. Ya Noor, are you with me? Am I going too fast? Brothers and sisters online, look at the sentence one more time. Ajlisu fil masjidi ba'da al-fajr li. Why do I sit there? Li muraja'atil Quran, for reviewing the Quran. Now I have to add K in this. I'm going to make it li K. I have to add K, li K, and muraja'a, I have to change it to the verb mudari. Tayyib, the mudari, it can start with anatu. It can start with a hamza. It can start with a noon. It can start with a ya. It can start with a ta. When the beginning of the sentence says ajlisu, mean ana ajlisu, ana starts with a hamza, then that verb has to also have a hamza. That has to have a hamza. So you're going to say ajlisu fil masjidi ba'da al-fajr likay uraji'a. It's mansuban. It's mansuban. It's a complex picture. It's comprehended. It's compounded, Ya Abdul Sabah. It's compounded. There's so many rules in it. But it just has to fit in like a puzzle. Just have to fit it in. Likay uraji'a al-Quran. So if somebody didn't study fi'l mudari, it's going to be difficult. I mean, that's like first step, second step, third step. How are we doing online? How are we doing online? How are we doing online? We're going to look at one more. Then we're going to move on to the introduction of the next dars. Nabhathu an mudarrisin. We are looking for a teacher. Nabhathu an mudarrisin. We are looking for a teacher. لتعليم أولادنا اللغة العربية, for teaching our kids the Arabic language. لتعليم, لتعليم, we have to change that to likay. Like what's ta'lim? It comes from what verb? Allama yu'allimu. Okay, we done left the fa'ala scale now. I'm not just holding on to the fa'ala scale now. Okay, so we need the one is nabhathu. We are looking because we want to teach our kids. We're looking for a teacher so we can teach our kids Arabic. When it says nabhathu, we're going to say nu'allimu. Now, that's one way to say it, and I think it's better to say. I'm going to show you the other way to say it. نبحث عن مدرس لكي نعلم أولادنا. Let's stop. The first one is لتعليم أولادنا. أولادنا because it's مضاف مضاف إليه. But now when we change it to a verb, it's going to be مفعول به وفتحة. You were going to say نبحث عن مدرس لكي نعلم أولادنا اللغة العربية. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to do the PowerPoint on this and send it out tonight, inshallah. نبحث عن مدرس لكي نعلم أولادنا اللغة العربية. I think that's better to say. We're looking for a teacher so we can teach our kids Quran. But you can say we're looking for a teacher for him to teach our kids. It's a teacher for him to teach. Naam. So you can say نبحث عن مدرس لكي يعلم أولادنا اللغة العربية. We're going to stop here. We're going to move on to the next lesson. No, I have a question.
Changing it to the field, is it still the same as lazim, where it's one of two scales for K?
Yeah, but I mean لازم متعدي.
No.
Yeah.
So the change it would be and
No, but that has nothing to do with it. If it just happens to be whatever scale it, listen, the mustard has a set scale. The mustard has a set scale.
No, not the mustard. How we changing it back now?
Right, it's all a set scale. Right. There's the scale of the mustard is the scale of the verb. So fa'ala has different scales, but listen, the other verbs have one scale. Fa'ala is always taf'il. You understand? Afal is always if'al. Aslam is always islam. Salam is always taslim. It has one scale. Except the fa'ala scale has different scales. Right, that's not, you don't have to worry about it. Just put the mustard. And the mustard goes to the verb. Nah. Right, so what's the verb for muraja'a? Could it be raja'a? Can't be raja'a. Could it be arja'a? Nope, it can't be arja'a. Could it be istarja'a? Nope, it can't. It can only be raja'a. That's the only mustard that's going to come. That's the only verb that's going to come from muraja'a. It's the only verb. Raja'a. Wa ta'lim. The verb in it is alima. Is it possible that the verb could be alima? No. Could it be alama? No. Could it be this? It could only be alama. That's the only option that's there, because that's the verb from that scale. Look at the next one. Safarna ila Kerala. That's a country in southern India. Safarna ila Kerala. Afwan. Ma safarna ila Kerala. We did not travel there. Junub al-Hind illa li ziyarat al-Muslimin hunaka. We didn't travel there except to visit the Muslims there. Type ziyara, it only has one mustard. What scale is it on? The fa'ala scale, zara. It only has one mustard. You don't have to go to zawara. You don't have to say tazawara. There's only one fi'l that comes from that mustard. There's only one fi'l that comes from that mustard. It's zara. Are you with me, ya Harun? Yeah, I know it. You understand that? It's only one verb that comes that, and according to the scale it's on. The first one is on muraja'a. That's one scale. The second one is ta'lim. That's another scale. The second one is ziyarah. That's another scale. But we don't have to worry about that now. Let's not get deep into that now. Nah. I'm sorry?
The present verb replacing the mustard.
The fit the mudari. Fit the mudari. That's right. Okay, it only enters on fit mudari. ما سافرنا إلى كيرالا جنوب الهند إلا لزيارة المسلمين هناك. ما سافرنا إلى كيرالا جنوب الهند إلا لنزور. إلا لنزور. When it says سافرنا and it's نحن, right? We're going to say Nazur. We're going to finish this lesson here. We're going to stop here today, and tomorrow we just go into the new lesson. We're going to take our time. How are we doing online? We're going to finish these sentences. Again, I'm going to say this again. ما سافرنا إلى كيرالا جنوب الهند, southern India. That's what جنوب الهند means. إلا except لزيارة المسلمين هناك, except the visit of the Muslims هناك. And these areas are heavily populated with Muslims in Kerala, as opposed to other places in India. Southern India, heavily populated, predominantly populated. Janub al-Hind. ما سافرنا إلى كيرالا جنوب الهند إلا لزيارة, إلا لكي نزور, إلا لزيارة, إلا لكي نزور. لزيارة, لكي نزور. نزور. We're going to say Nazor because it says Safarna. We are the one traveling. Okay. Number 4. اشترينا برا وتمرا لإطعام المساكين. Grain. Bur is grain. It's wheat grain. It's hab, call it grain. It's from where you get wheat flour from. Hab means seed. Hubub. Hab. Inna Allah fadiq al-habbi wan-nawa. Allah is the one who splits the hab. He brings out the corn out of it. He brings the wheat out of it. Wan-nawa is the seed. Allah brings the tree out of the seed. Al-hab is a seed, a grain. Ishtarayna burran. Bur is wheat. Is wheat. Watamran is dates. اشترينا برا وتمرا لإطعام المساكين. I purposely went outside of the scale. This is a muster. This is a muster. إطعام, it only comes from what verb? What's the mouth for this? أطعمة. 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 نعم. اشترينا برا وتمرا لكي. Now what says اشترينا? Right, when it says ishtarayna nahnu, then we're going to use nahnu on what? On the fi'l mudari. So what is this one going to be? Ishtarayna burran wa tamran. What's it going to be? How are we going to change this? Likay, that's the first thing. That's the first thing, likay. Now we're going to use the verb likay. Nut'ima. Nut'ima is from af'ala. Likay nut'ima al-masakin. لكي نطعم المساكين. How we doing online? This is just the opposite of what we did. How we doing online? Okay, tomorrow, ya ikhwa, tomorrow I wasn't too satisfied with the reading of today. So tomorrow I'm gonna do the PowerPoint. I put the voice in the PowerPoint so y'all could be on point with the PowerPoint. It's not called the Power Blunt. It's the PowerPoint. You know, y'all got to be on point. Y'all have to come reading sharp, no stuttering. I don't want you to say, yeah, I understand that is the mustard. No, I can't understand it. That's side. That's easy. That's the easy part. The understanding, that's the easy part. Like you take some understanding, you start working your brain, you start thinking hard. Not thinking hard. Just come. Allah makes it easy. Muslim, you understand what I'm saying? But the hard part, come to class and it's clean. That's our goal. We're not going to be moving on and we're stuttering. We're like tricking ourselves. We're fooling ourselves. You know? We're not going to give ourselves the proverbial pat on the back and keep on going. No, 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 no. No thumbs up. None of that. No thumbs up. No pat on your back. None of that. Just no stuttering. Nah. So everybody's going to read these 5. How many sentences? We have 5 here. Come, go to work. You're going to read these 5 sentences 55 times from now till tomorrow. When I say 55, you're really going to do 75, right, Harun?
Yep.
Like, you're going to read this abundantly. I mean, could you possibly waste your time? I ask you by Allah. You have to get rid of over that them potholes. You have to learn how to weave around them potholes. Stop driving through the glass and through the nails. Get over them potholes. Weave around it. Or just make your path smooth. Brothers and sisters online, are you with us? I don't know how y'all are reading, but the brothers and sisters online, they don't stutter. They tight for real. They send me their sentences, man. They're tight. May Allah reward them. We used to be in class with Sheikh Yahya, so he used to say, the people that used to sit up in the front, he used to make dua for them. So the ones in the front, they're called mutaqaddimin. And the ones in the back, they're called mutaakhirin. So he used to say, Allahumma barik fil mutaqaddimin. Allahumma barik fil mutaqaddimin. Wal mutaakhirin. He was like lower his voice. He was doing it on purpose. He would say, well, mutaakhirin. Nah, I don't want to leave you out. Nah, so the brothers online, I raise my voice for them. MashaAllah. When they send their sentences, MashaAllah, for real, I'm not exaggerating. Crisp. Crisp. Tab, this is our last one here. Zurna ahl al-ilmi. This is ahl al-ilma, and that's a mistake. I don't know what the author was thinking about when he wrote that. No, mistakes happen in the book, yeah, ikhwa. Mistakes happen. Even though you know better. Perfection is for Allah. But listen, I'm going to tell you, like Ibn Hibban said, Ya Noor, when you write a book, it's like you put your brain on the platter for everybody to see. So you be like very hesitant, like you finish the book, like I'm finished, but I don't know yet. I don't know. And they keep on changing it until they just let it go. You still see something that, because it's your brain you putting out there. Your intellect, your level of study, your excellence, it's right there for everybody to see. All right. Alhamdulillah, that's all good. So this is supposed to be Ahl al-Ilmi, because it's Mudaf ilayh. It's supposed to be the Kasra. Zurna Ahl al-Ilmi li su'alihim an dinina. Li su'alihim an dinina. Okay, how are we going to change that, ya ikhwa? But we want K. We want K. All right, the first thing, li K. Okay, when it says Zurna and it's nahnu, we visited, then we have to use that noon, right? Okay, Zurna ahl al-ilmi li K. That's the first thing, li K. Nas'alahum an dinina. Li K nas'alahum, and it's mansuban. Okay, we're going to stop here. Hold on. Brothers and sisters online, how are we doing? We have multiple things to do. We have to change li su'alihim. We have to change it to li K. Now, K only enters on fi'l mudari. Now, we can't say as'aluhum. We can't say tas'aluhum. We can't say yes. We have to say nas'aluhum with a noon, because that's how the beginning of the sentence started. And then we have to make it mansubin at the end. We can't say nas'aluhum, nas'alahum. It's multiple things involved. Multiple things involved. And just like when somebody's talking, you can tell like he studied or he didn't study. Imagine somebody say, yeah, I studied, and I went to Ahl likay su'alihim. Likay su'alihim. Like, no, you can't use K and the su'al. You can't use both. What do you mean? I studied. It's the most like that, but you're wrong. You're wrong. And what he said, Zorna Ahl al-Ilm li su'aluhum, not su'alihim, li su'aluhum. Yeah, your Arabic is not, it's not up to par. I'm sorry, it's wrong. That's wrong. So it's not just that you take words and put them together and that's that. No, it has to be correct. And we're going to learn it bit by bit without any explanation, just that it makes sense. Has to be a kasr, because mudaf ilayh, That's half jar because it's mansubin. لكي نسألهم because it's mansubin, and we know that K is half mustadin, one nasbin. We know that much. That's our lesson for today. May Allah reward you all. May He aid you all in your fasting and your standing. Make dua during this month. Look at the time that dua is answered during the adhan wa iqamah. Don't waste your time during those times, especially during the month of Ramadan. When you're in sujood, ask for everything you need and everything you want and desire. Is it far-fetched to get what you desire from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Forget your needs, your desires. Ask for it now. Now, I mean, one of them should be the perfect Arabic in Quran. This is our lesson. This is where we're going to stop. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. I'm going to do the PowerPoint on this and send it out. Adam. We got the Wi-Fi. You see that? It just hooked up. It's working. That's working good.